It's me.
Hey Pumbaa, glad you found me right away. I was able to enable monetization for this stream, so hopefully it'll work. But yeah, we're as much as there's a lot to complain about, we're we're thankful that it isn't even worse. I found that it's never a good idea to say the words this couldn't get any worse. That's when that's when the universe decides to prove you wrong. Hit you with the variable that you were not expecting. And so, not being superstitious, but I never say this couldn't get any worse. Because I've had it get worse right after saying that. Have any of you guys had any experiences like that? Where you thought it was bad as can be, and then something else with it goes wrong, making it even worse? Because we've had that happen to us a lot. It's pretty tiring. That's pretty cool. Your brother's in the Navy? My dad was too, for 4 years. He was responsible for repairing all the electronic components in the fighter jets. My dad lived on an aircraft carrier most of those 4 years. Got cotton mouth from my medicine. But yeah, having a sibling in the Navy, that's pretty cool. I respect everyone in the armed forces because I know physically and mentally I wouldn't be able to handle doing all the stuff that people in the armed forces have to do. And I was raised to look up to those that can do what you can't. Be thankful to those doing a menial service to you because that's their job. And it's extremely tiring and demoralizing to not be seen as a person. And so I look down on all the people that look down on those doing minimum wage work. You don't know their backstory. It could be all that they can find right now.
You like jazz?
Oh, your dad was also... Oh, you couldn't join. Yeah, not to go into a huge sob story about my medical history, but multiple diseases affect my spine, and they are incurable. And every specialist I've seen says just to manage the pain, surgical correction of my scoliosis would likely leave me in worse pain after the fact due to hardware causing pain because I'm such a small frame person. So I take my pills, I smoke the green, and I pray to God constantly about everything, and that's how I'm able to still be here. Hey, Hong Kong! Missed you. It's good to see you. I've been away because I was not doing well health-wise. And I'm okay-ish at the moment, so that's why I'm here and not just not going live at all. But if there's anything that a few of you here want to chat about, I'm down to talk about whatever. Just trying to keep from losing our sanity from having nothing to do. Thank you, Hong Kong. I appreciate it. I decided to wear one of my novelty dresses. I don't know if you've seen Doctor Who, but I'm dressed as a Dalek. Although I'm pretty sure there would probably be a couple of kids who would see this site and think it was like a very into Iron Man or something. But yeah, this is what I've been wearing. Trying to get acclimated to the weather warming up faster
Make
than
sure
I'm.
to just rotate where the ball joint is. Don't bend that because it could break the where I put the glue.
Okay, I'll be more careful. Why did the duck go to jail? Because he assaulted a girl. I want to hear the answer to that joke. He got caught smoking quack. I hadn't heard that one in a long while. That's a good one. I love dad jokes. I love dry as saltines kind of humor. And I also like a bit of dark humor. What am I? I gotta drink water first. That's better. One of my favorite jokes. It's a little bit of a long one, but bear with me here. It's a blonde joke. This blonde decided she wanted to buy a new TV. So she went to the electronics store, saw one that she liked. She tried to get it rung up, and the guy says, "I'm sorry, but it's against our policy to sell our electronics to blondes." Confused and not sure what to do, she left, went and bought a wig, a dark brown wig, came inside the store, asked again how much for this TV. "I'm sorry, we don't sell to blondes." She comes back a third time with bright pink hair. "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't sell to blondes." "How do you know I'm a blonde?" "Ma'am, that's not a TV. That is a microwave oven." I've always liked that one. Trying to think of what other good jokes I have. I have too many in my head all at once. It's like bees in a hive. I'm trying to pick just one bee. I really am unable to latch on to any one specific joke right now. ADD and autism, not a fun combo to live with, but it's not something you choose. What's a horse's favorite dance? My brain wants to guess it's something to do with cowboys, like a cowboy dance. Oh, your girlfriend would hate that joke. Oh, the nay. That's good. I like that. What's another good one I have? I guess I'm not mentally drained. It's hard to think. Hey, Brian, it's good to see you. Unfortunately, it's not been very busy tonight for a Friday night. We were sent a few orders, but they were all way too
freaking bone
for
here.
how far they wanted us to go.
I'm the boss.
Need the info. But we're hoping to get work. We're still clocked in, just waiting. I'm just thankful that at least the weather is comfortable right now.
Mm-hmm. It was hot earlier.
Yeah, Dr. Evil. Yeah, I have his whole, I'm the boss. Need the info. Throw me a freaking bone here. I have that as my notification sound every couple of hours. Just one, to help me keep track of the day, and two, to help me remember to eat a snack if my stomach is feeling well enough to eat a snack. I struggle with, I'm trying to word this the best way.
Autism. I love
Dude,
you.
I love you. Due to years of fight or flight level stress and not having much control in my life when I was younger, I, in effect, turned off my natural appetite response. So I will forget to eat until I actually feel really hungry. And I'll go 24 hours between meals if I'm not on top of it. And it's hard when pain and stress makes your appetite pull a Houdini. But that's what the cannabis is for, and it really helps. Without it, eating is a real difficulty. And for right now, I'm doing good though. If I'm dehydrated, I will always get a bad headache if I'm dehydrated and I didn't eat. But if I've had one or the other, it really depends. I get the kind of pain that is at the back of your head, and it feels like a hand has your head in there lightly squeezing a hold. Sometimes it feels like a pulsing pain. Every day's different. I'm just thankful that I have the means to treat that pain. And I have medication to help me be able to eat. Without cannabis and a prescription appetite stimulant, I will sometimes barely be able to eat like a child-sized meal all day. And that's not enough to stay at a healthy weight. But I'm doing my best to not lose more weight again. At one point I dipped down to 88 pounds from grieving multiple people I loved who have died, and multiple health issues of mine that are incurable and cause me great pain every day. I just stopped eating, and every attempt at eating that I made me feel nauseated. But I had a medical intervention. I'm doing a lot better now. I'm a healthy 108 pounds, not a sickly 88. My goal is to reach 120 with healthier muscle tone, but I'm happy to be at a healthy weight right now. Hey, Lepardo, it's good to see you. 109 soaking. Yeah. When my hair is soaking wet, it holds quite a bit of water.
Mm-hmm.
I've been growing this out for 4 years. I got a pixie cut right before I turned 30 because I told myself, I'm gonna be 30 and I never got a pixie cut, ever. I want to know what it's like. I regretted it that same day. And I've been trying to grow my hair back ever since. But this is 4 years of careful detangling, using conditioner every time I get my hair wet. and gently dealing with the broken dead ends instead of just yanking out the hairs that are damaged at the ends. I used to do that way, which is counterproductive when you're trying to grow your hair out. So I'm learning the finesse of better self-care in different aspects of life. And I say all this for a couple of reasons. Firstly, so that you'll understand why I'm the way I am. And secondly, so if you're dealing with similar stuff as me, you won't feel so alone because you'll know I understand to some extent. The last couple of days have just been really, really rough. But I'm trying to get back into the groove again. And I greatly appreciate every one of you who stops by and interacts with me. It really does mean a lot. They are cute kids.
It's just scary and nervous when a crackhead looking motherfucker says it.
Right.
I could tell the mom was like, huh? What are you saying?
There are a lot of crazy people in this world. A lot of them in government, unfortunately, and healthcare. So we've been rewatching Star Wars.
We're on episode 5 now.
Damn. It's crazy to think we sped through it that fast.
I feel like we're taking a long time. All the pauses.
True. Hello to you three who are here. It's nice to see you. I'm here to chat with you guys. And so if I can hear from you in the chat window, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, I would be part of the Rebel Alliance for sure. I don't know if any of you guys have recently watched Star Wars, but we've watched episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to be starting our 5th one. And it's amazing the special effects they were able to have back then. And I love how the performances by the actors were believable and not hammed up like with a lot of newer stuff. Oh, you're a superhero. Just imagine you're super. No. Acting requires actual skills, and I always appreciate the older movies because back then you needed skills to make it in the industry. You couldn't get by just because you know people. Although actually I take that back. Shit like that's been going on ever since the beginning of time. If any of you guys know anyone that's looking for causes to donate to make a difference for people, I am seriously accepting donations only if you're willing and able and you have no plans for the money you're thinking of donating. I have a link to my GoFundMe, my Cash App, and my PayPal in the description. I do not expect donations from you guys, but I am extremely grateful for every prayer, for things to get better, every kind word to help keep our morale boosted, and every penny donated. It all adds up, and I'm greatly thankful for all 3 types of support from you guys. So if you're struggling to, please don't feel pressured to donate to me. You got to take care of yourself first. And I mostly just ask that you guys pray for work to get busy and things to get better. entertainment used to be entertaining. I wish it was standard for every single movie to have like 10 minutes of bloopers. Because I feel like watching bloopers after a scary movie like The Conjuring would help a lot of nervous Nellies have something funny to picture before going to bed or walking down the hallway in the dark to pee. I don't know why watching movies that fill us with fear actually make us feel nervous fear in our own homes. I think it's funny the way that is. I always had to have a little nightlight when I was growing up. Now I can easily navigate the dark and it doesn't bother me. But if it's an unfamiliar spot and in the dark, then yeah, I'm definitely on alert. If we ever considered leaving. We want to move to Oregon to be closer to my brother. But we are in great debt due to other people's choices that affect us. And long story short, we need about 20 grand total before we'll be able to actually move to Oregon. And we haven't even planned out the logistics of gas money and drive time and all that stuff. I'm going to tell you the 3 reasons why we're struggling so hard. I don't like saying it all the time, so I don't say it all the time, but this once I will go into moderate detail for you guys. So picture this. It's the start of COVID. You're a delivery driver. People are too afraid of COVID to have delivery orders done. Everyone's picking up their shit on their own. Business goes down. You literally have to live over a month on the credit card for every expense. Then your identity gets stolen. Your social security number used by a criminal who worked under your name, ruining it for you. And then inflation, making everyone cut back on orders again. We used to clear an easy 200 a day if we really worked at it, usually. Some exceptions here and there, but even then we'd still make at least 100.
Mm-hmm.
Now we barely break 30 for sitting out in the car. And because of the identity thief, there's not a damn thing we can do about it. And we only found out about the theft because we got a threatening letter from the IRS saying, oh, it's come to our attention that you have worked at this Vallarta supermarket and earned 32 grand and didn't pay taxes on it. Pay up or go to prison. So we hauled our asses straight to that Vallarta with that letter in hand. Management was zero help. They wouldn't let us have any info that could lead to finding who it was. So my husband's name got stolen, dragged in the mud, and we're left to try to clean off said mud. And then you get people that look at us and judge us. Oh, why are you two in the same car? Why don't she DoorDash too? I can't drive. I can't handle sitting in an office chair. I can't handle standing on my feet. I can't handle having to walk around all day. Sitting in a car seat is literally the only place I can sit all day without it hurting my back because it's very, very messed up. And
Are you on a good pausing point?
if it's really important for right now, yeah.
It is.
I'm listening.
This is not just for them, but this is also for you. I just want this to be a reminder that if you're feeling like that you're behind in life, that you just need to remember while you're busy trying to survive, everyone else had the opportunity to build. So you're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be, with the exact tools that you need, and I'm proud of you. I'm very fucking proud of you. All of you.
Thanks, love.
You need to keep moving forward, because that's all we can do.
Wise words from a very wise and handsome man.
And I believe in you. I'm sure you guys needed to probably hear that too.
Yeah, we both believe in you guys. We both appreciate the kind support that you have shown us. A lot of SSNs got leaked last year. Got an alert. Nothing happened when you froze it. Well, at least nothing happened with your case. That's good. The real shitty part is it takes about 7 or 8 years for old job history to not be relevant anymore. And we don't know how many jobs that thief worked under. We don't know. And we still have a year or two left before that time frame wipes away the fake work records. And hopefully then interviews for my husband to get a job will be answered. But for right now, DoorDash is all that we can do to make a living. We applied for and qualified for full food stamps for a married couple because we're earning that little. We're given more in food stamp help than our total earnings each month. It's pretty discouraging. I'm sad that it's so bad that we need that help, but I'm grateful to have that help. I'm grateful as someone with celiac who can't have wheat, barley, or rye. Because of these food stamps, we've been able to afford the better quality food for me that helps me want to eat so I can get healthy weight back on. I am not underweight now, but I am a little bit below my goal. And so I'm thankful that we don't have to worry about food. It just sucks depending on the government for help in the first place. Thank you, Pumbaa. I greatly appreciate your sympathy and your kind words. We're trying to make an honest living here, not turning to crime or other questionable life choices. But my brother's loving it in Oregon. He, his wife, and their 2 kids, they're happy there because fewer stupid taxes. Cost of living is a little better over there, and the air quality is so much better. Here, usually the sky looks kind of gray, but when it's freshly stormed, then we get a nice blue sky over here. But the air quality is not good. I noticed my asthma is less of a problem when I'm out of Central California. I've only left California a few times in the last few years, and it was for family events out of state. The breathing in Michigan and Wisconsin and Oregon and Washington was so much better. When we came back home, I definitely noticed my asthma was a little more difficult. But Oregon's the goal. We need at least 20 grand to make it actually happen. And we're trying to earn that while accepting any and every kind donation that gets sent our way to help. Again, I don't expect you guys to donate. I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to beg, but we do need help. And if you are able and willing, that would be very, very appreciated. But even if you just say kind words and pray for us, that support means a lot to us. All the different types of support add up, and it's made a difference for us. We're social hermits. We are unable to have kids because of my health issues. and we're dealing with a bit of baby fever. And literally every woman I know has a kid or is pregnant. And so it's been painful. And we have not been able to schedule time to hang out with our old friends because their kids rightfully take priority in their scheduling, and it's just really difficult to schedule hanging out with friends when you've got multiple kids. So there's nothing personal against them. It's just too difficult. I've always wanted to be a mom, and I didn't find out about my health issues until I was 15. So I'd grown up the first 15 years of my life planning on having at least 2 kids. And instead I get none. But we have a leopard gecko, Sisu, and he is our boy. Yeah. Now we want to adopt, but we have to be financially settled for a long while before we can be considered to do fostering to adopt. We're relying on my parents for a place to live, and in exchange we're keeping the house clean so that my more disabled mom doesn't have to worry about it. Matt and I take care of the cleaning for her because she's letting us live there for free, doing us a huge solid. And we don't believe in just letting everyone take care of you if you can do stuff yourself. And so we're trying to earn our keep in every way, and it's just been rough. But like Leopardo said, we have Sisu, and when we are home, I'll pull him out and I'll set him on our bed and see how we can get him to skedaddle on camera for you guys, because it is the cutest thing. He is about this long from snoot tip to tail tip, so he's a decent sized boy. And he's very chill, very easy to care for. And the nice thing about leopard geckos is all they eat is bugs. That's it. Crickets, mealworms, dubia roaches, the occasional waxworm for a treat, hornworms, just bugs. Not giant bags of expensive dog or cat food. Just a little thing of bugs. And watching him hunt is like watching Jurassic Park miniaturized. He gets fully into it, and it's adorable. And he sleeps during the day when we're out and about at work. So he doesn't even miss us because he's sleeping while we're working. And then when we come home at the end of the day, he wakes up and he'll be watching us. And it's always a nice thing to come home to a cute little face looking up at you. But yeah, we want to adopt. We want to foster to adopt specifically. But we're going to have to wait on that until we're settled in Oregon. But prayers for that, very much appreciated. And if there's anything you guys could use prayer for, let me know and I'll pray for you guys too, just as much as you're all praying for me. Real friendship is praying for each other and trying to help each other get through life. And I just want to be one of those people to you guys. Even if all you ever do is watch me and listen to me, but you don't interact in the chat, I still appreciate your presence here. And I want you to know that life is like a shit pie, but you don't have to eat the whole pie in one fast go like it's a pie eating contest. You got to handle it one small spoonful at a time, because if you try to deal with it all at once, you will fail. And then you got shitbirds that come along and add to the shit pie that you got to deal with. I watch Trailer Park Boys in case you guys don't understand the shit references. Hey Ronan, nice to see you. Ah, mince pie. I don't think I've ever actually had mince pie. I like shepherd's pie. That shit's bomb.
She likes cream.
But
What? I didn't say that.
Life is really full of a lot of shit. Some of us get more shit thrown on us than others. But all of us have shit on us to some degree. And if me continuing on with life even when I'd rather the alternative, I hope I can encourage you guys to keep going, even if you want the alternative, to not continuing on. I like to say your life is a reservation in a grand hotel called life. Only you don't know when your checkout time is. You are told when it is checkout time. Some of us have a longer stay set. Others have a tragically short but very meaningful stay. And then others, they just don't have all the support they need and they give up. They check out of the reservation before it was due to end. And I want to encourage you guys, keep your reservation going. Don't check out. Keep going. If you check out, every person who cares about you will feel the pain of losing you. And as someone with borderline personality and a lot of grief, I know pain as well as the back of my hand. So if I can help comfort you guys with your pain, I'm happy to be honest about mine. I know you guys have helped me not feel so alone. You've helped me understand that other people are going through similar stuff as me. So I'm not singled out by the world. And having community with you kind people really makes a difference. There's been many a time I wanted to check out early, but I never fully intended on doing anything. And I'm not gonna lie, the thought still crosses my mind now and then with how fucked everything is, but we call that intrusive thoughts. And we're supposed to ignore and push away those intrusive thoughts.
Grandma's wild.
What the hell did you get me? 12-inch sandwich? I can't handle 12 inches.
I love how you can see her shaking a little bit because she was starting to laugh, realizing what she said. That's funny.
I can't handle that shit.
Right. Oh, Ronan, well, I'm thankful to know that you understand some of the struggle. Dr. Quinzel. Actually, with how my hair's growing, by next year, my hair should be long enough to do a full Harley getup without needing a wig. But I've lost many people to death over the years, and I've never stopped missing them, not even for a single day. And I know that the pain I feel from being without them is pretty hard. And I know, though, that if I were to use my pain, I would just be transferring all my suffering to those who still care. And I could never purposefully, knowingly cause people deep pain. It happens on accident sometimes. I'm still learning some social cues. But I'm trying. And I'm learning. I'm adapting. And I hope to encourage you guys to try learning and adapting along with me. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate it.
You won't donate? You won't? No, just
Yeah.
donations are not necessary, but they are much
Much
appreciated. I couldn't think of the word for a second.
Yeah.
That's a Ricky skirt, but I like the goth attire.
I'd wear that skirt.
Or dress.
If you could find a full dress with that pattern, I'd wear it for you. But
Fire.
borderline personality, anxiety, autism, ADHD. Did I already say depression? Because I can't remember if I did. That's the funny thing about depression and anxiety. You lose a good amount of short-term memory. There's a lot of shit that I can't remember. And I can try and think back, but my brain didn't latch on to it because too much else was going on. Oh, thank you, Pumbaa. He just sent 20. Thank you so
That's
much,
lit.
Pumbaa. I truly appreciate that.
You're awesome,
Thank you.
dude. Did you want
Thank
her
you.
to spend it on something specific?
Maybe help me get more medicine.
Or like in and out for her or something? Nah, we just got her a bunch of food, so she don't need in and out. If anything, we can probably buy you some patties and I can make you some in and out at home.
I would love that.
Yeah, on a
You
side
know how to
note,
make a
this
good
might be a little NSFW for you guys, but
You bet your sweet Bippy I did.
Oh my fuck.
you bet your sweet pippy I did.
Oh, you smoke vapes?
That was so cool. That's awesome, Pip.
Thank you so
Pumbaa?
much.
You said Pumbaa
Yes.
the pig?
You are a real one, Pumbaa, and I thank you. I'm imagining myself giving you a hug and thank you for that. Truly.
Put your hand on my shoulder.
I like this portable cannabis dab pen. It's actually a really good one. If you look, it shows you what power setting you have for it. It shows you how much battery life you've got. And you can adjust accordingly. This reduces it, that increases it. And it's a simple screw top design, not complicated, not messy. And in Central California, to get a decent average pen head, 1 grammer like this, usually about 35 bucks. But sometimes the dispensary we go to has sales going on, half off. And that's when we do the bulk of my medicine shopping. We're getting better at being more frugal with things that we still need. Yeah, I like smoking cigarettes once in a while. I am a very, very lightweight with it though. Like I will feel full body heaviness and dizziness of like floating in water after just 2 drags. I've had a nicotine pen here and there, and some of them do taste really good. And they really do give that head change that I enjoy. But yeah, cannabis is pretty cool. I take it for medical reasons.
Did he say he wants you to get medicine?
Not yet. I'm just explaining to those watching why I need cannabis to continue on.
She got her ID finally, so she can actually go inside and get it.
Yeah, I got my ID.
Once DoorDash, once YouTube pays her out.
Yeah. You guys want to see my ID picture? I'm going to cover the numbers with my hand.
Okay.
Just showing my
I was
face.
gonna say, if anything on the back, it might show. It should show your photo, but in black and white.
Yeah.
That way, it doesn't show any personal info. But then again, you can just straight up look at before you show it.
Yeah.
That's still awesome, dude. Thank you for your $20 dono.
Seriously, that's 20 reasons to be happy tonight, and I thank you for that. Hey, Helpless, it's good to see you.
Yeah, that's gonna be 20 pumps. I'll stop.
You're all right.
Hold on, look at the back. Like I told you.
It doesn't have it.
Okay.
I don't know why it doesn't have it, but
Well, some of them have a little black and white. But
yeah.
look at that pretty face.
That's my picture. I did my hair in twin braids so that they would have full view of my face, because that's what they recommend for official ID and passport photos. Have your whole face exposed so that if something happens, they're more likely to be able to identify you. But I got my new ID. I don't have to sit outside the dispensaries waiting to get what I need. And if you guys are into feet and legs, I'm going to be starting an OF showcasing my legs and my feet. I had to wait until I got my ID renewed to actually get that ball rolling, but now that I have it, I'm going to get it going. I have size 8 feet, and I have long, narrow toes, if that does anything for any of you guys. From our experience, we get about 2/3. So that's a decent amount. But yeah, my husband is very sexy. He's been working out.
Y'all want to see?
Yeah, show him your guns.
Oh, yeah. Okay, bye.
I kind of have guns too. When you have to walk specially favoring one leg over the other, you tend to develop decent arm strength. So, 108 pounds. I like to compare myself to Monty Python's Killer Bunny. I look small, white, fluffy, and adorable and harmless, but I will cut a bitch. Yeah, I need this to numb up the pain that makes me not want to keep my reservation and hotel life going. Matt enjoys it too, but he's trying to get better work, so he's made the mature and difficult decision to go without weed, and I'm doing my very best to remember that and not offer it to him. And what else? I've tried edibles, I've tried the tinctures, I've even tried medicated lemonade. And this is the most convenient form that we've found for me. Dynamite, you smoke vapor rub.
Don't do that.
Dynamite, I like that, Pumbaa. Ready to smash the repo. Well, thankfully the repo man didn't get called on us. We willingly gave our car back. But he would definitely fuck up the repo man.
You want to put the vapor rub in a diffuser. Don't smoke it.
Yeah, diffuser would be
Put
good.
it in a peanut butter jelly sandwich. No, don't do that either. Anyway, you know what helps? You want to tell your woman to make you a sandwich with the crust cut off. Because that's the way you like it. And it's okay. Some of them like being manhandled. Very much.
At the risk of sounding gross,
Aha.
life taught me to like things rough. Yeah, Repo Wars. I remember watching those TV shows and thinking, wow, I wouldn't want to do that job. Oh, that's...
She's like, I need one of those. But again, man, your dono is still on the screen. Thank you again. It's been, honestly, shoot, it's been a while since she's had a dono, but to be fair, her upload schedule's been very, very irregular.
Yeah.
But again, that's still very awesome. I wanted to say it one last time while it's still on screen.
Yeah.
You're a real one. We love you. Stay humble, my guy. And you, yeah, that challenge, you beat that challenge. I'm trying to get her to do from when she goes live, from when people donate, no matter how big or small, if they donate, that she'll write your usernames on her.
It is hot enough weather to
for it to melt
rocking
off.
my
You know what I mean?
True. But seriously though, I'm deeply thankful for the 20 you sent, Pumbaa. It really does help, and I greatly appreciate it. If there's anything that you got going on that I could pray about for you, don't hesitate to let me know. I pray for everyone who tells me they're going through rough stuff. I may not always remember details, but God knows the heart's intent. And my intent is to help you guys feel just a little bit more supported than you currently do. And I found that I've been feeling supported by you guys, so it's a mutually beneficial thing we got going on. And I deeply appreciate all of you. Sun's out, guns out. Yeah. Where we are, it is currently 7:11 at night. And it's decent weather. Barely a breeze going through here, but the bit that is making its way through is nice. Where are you? Excuse me. Where are you guys located? We're in the center of California, where it's shitty. Don't move to California to find a better life for yourself unless you have a guaranteed set schedule type of job where you get the same pay regularly and you have a place lined up to move into. If you don't have those two things in place before you move, it's not a good time. Hey Mahesh, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well too. We're tired, but still out here hoping for more work. Having a good time chatting with you guys here.
What's up, yo? Who is it?
Hopeless Balls has a question of you.
Nah, pegging implies I used something else. That was all me. All 9 inches of me, boy. Why do you think she got that smile? She knows what it is.
I do. Thank you so much,
Why do you think
Ronan.
she stays with me while I'm poor?
I mean,
I'll give you 9 reasons.
Thank you so much for the kind words, Ronan. I appreciate that. I'm just a woman dealing with a lot of different types of pain in life, trying to help others manage their pain too.
It snowed?
Thanks.
Dang, bro, you could be expecting a couple inches too. Okay, I'm done.
I'm honestly a little bit jealous of everyone that gets light snow during the year.
I've never seen snow falling. Never. I've seen the aftermath once. Actually, no.
One time when all of us were kids, it snowed for the first time in a fat minute in our town. And at the time, my little brother and I, we both had a head cold. So Mom bundled us up to look cute for pictures, had us build a snowman, pose for pictures, but then go inside because you're still sick and you got to be careful. I remember feeling cheated. The snow came to me and you're making me go inside because I have a cold? That's not fair. But I was raised to listen to my parents, so I marched my unhappy little ass indoors, jealous of all the healthy kids that were able to play in the snow that came to them for once.
If y'all think eggs are expensive now, just wait till you fertilize one.
Shit. We don't get severe weather here all that much, thankfully. We do get flooding and thunderstorms every year, but thankfully none of us or our families in town have had flood damage. So we're thankful that we live in a mild climate, weather event wise. It just reaches triple digits for over a month in summertime here. And it feels like stepping into an oven that's preheating. It's a dry heat. And you have to keep water and other electrolyte stuff on hand if you're going to be out and about all day. It's not fun, but it could be worse. Thank you. I do feel sad for everyone that has been affected by floods and every natural disaster, really. I don't know what it's like to lose a home to a weather event or a catastrophic event.
We still have one tank, so if that happened, our boy's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably have our boy on my chest.
Oh no.
He loves to cuddle with his mama. It's really sweet. We do skin to skin cuddles, like he's my little baby. And he'll have his little head like right in my neck, and I'll just feel the weight of him just chilling.
His mommy is straight fire. Mommy vibes right over here. We don't we're not in the trailer right now. Technically what we're doing is we're staying inside her parents' house, but we're essentially using our trailer as storage.
Yeah, my dad has a really good friendship with our neighbor across the street, and that neighbor used to have his own camping trailer that he kept in the front yard. But then
Ballsack. Don't be telling secrets, dude.
since our neighbor got rid of his camping trailer and he heard of our predicament, he let us park our trailer in his old trailer spot. So we're very thankful for that.
Side note, you're not muted. I'm just removing that one.
But I still have most of my summertime clothes and all of my costumes in the trailer. So one of these days soon, I will go and look through all my stuff. I'll pull out all my costumes, and I'll have my husband help with photography and videography, showing each of my costumes. I have a few. Hey Thug, it's good to see you. Oh.
You have the hiccups? That sucks. If you hold your breath and like force like a pressure, like you're trying to make your face turn red or blue, that usually is what I do to get rid of my hiccups.
Yeah.
Hopeless, do I dock with neighbors? Only if I want to be on good terms. Brother bonding. And whoop whoop, yes. All sack lover. Sorry, I was talking about CC.
It's okay. Oh, Ronan,
No, I was reading comments.
You had a flood back in '98? Damn. I can only try to imagine what that must have been like. For the hiccup thing, what my husband is saying is pinch your nose and try to blow air out your nose. It really builds up the pressure and it forces things to get moving.
I mean, you could do that if you don't have the nasal control.
True. But a spoonful of sugar swallowed as quickly as possible. It overstimulates the nerve that is causing you to have hiccups, and it throws the nerve off and the hiccups go away.
Hold on. Tell me right now, do you still have the hiccups? Tell us immediately. You have the hiccups right now. Scroll up, dude.
I'm current now.
Because I know a trick.
Yeah.
I know a trick to fix it immediately if none of those work.
And what is that trick?
I've told you. I'm just waiting for him to respond. Oh, you already fixed it?
Mahesh, you usually take 8 to 10 sips of water to stop. Yeah, drinking water helps with the hiccups too.
That helps. But here's something that you also got to remind yourself.
Damn.
If you have a hiccups, immediately remind yourself that hiccups aren't real. Your hiccups will stop.
Like literally out loud tell yourself hiccups are fake. They're not real.
If you want to look at it from a non-religious standpoint,
it's worked for me before.
Hiccups are an evolutionary trait to get oxygen out of the body as if we were fish so that you can breathe water like normal.
Yeah, we're very happy to help you guys. I can't imagine Hopeless having such a tragedy. I've been missing my mom's mom, my maternal grandma, ever since 23 years ago, as of last week. Long story short, I loved my grandma as much as a second mom. She was there for us. She knew how to handle children properly. You know, keep them in line without them feeling like you're angry at them. She had the natural grandma way. She had been having difficulty breathing and had a doctor's appointment on September 11th, 2001. And she was diagnosed with a very rare, very aggressive, fast spreading cancer. And by the time they discovered it was cancer, it had metastasized to cover her lungs. And she only made it to that following April. And I missed her every day. So you have my sympathy, Hopeless. That's really rough. I would love that evolutionary trick too, Thug.
I gave you the answer for it.
Grandma's the best. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. My grandma had so many beautiful qualities about her. She was an excellent green thumb, and she could get any struggling plant to reach its potential. And she was just a real sweet, gentle soul. And I can't wait to see her again when the rapture finally happens. Involve a ritual on it.
Check it out. I just noticed that these... So we found these at an estate sale. I found them. They're cooked. Oh, something flew almost up my nose.
Something flew at mine too.
Oh wow, like reddish purplish hair, almost reddish blackish.
I would call it like a plum.
Midnight red or some shit like that.
It's a good look.
But so I got these recipes from an estate sale. I essentially paid like $0.25 a piece for them. I don't know how many there are. They look pretty thick. Each one is its own thing. The Betty Crocker recipe library card. Well, here's something that I just noticed on the back of it. They're still sealed, and on the back, printed and copyrighted in 1971. We found some old cameras that we spent only $10 on, and a portable TV, We spent $10 on this, some rags that Annie saw, uh, a portable TV, and like 4 vintage cameras.
It's a pretty cool haul for minimal spending.
If anyone wants to buy any of it, we'll sell it for a decent low price.
Yeah.
It'll be listed on my eBay.
Thank you, Ronan. Hey, Luna. I'm happy to see you. I hope you're doing better. We're still on the clock waiting for DoorDash orders to be sent our way. It's not been a good work day, but it's not over. The tide could turn in our favor. We're just hoping and praying that it does, because sitting in a car away from home all day, just in waiting mode, it's very draining on the body and the mind. We get bored easily. So cute. I love the look on his face. Like, oh yes, this is the best watermelon.
Oh, I wonder
That's
why
so
that little
cute.
girl's bald. I hope it's not the reason I think.
I think it is.
I posted it if you want to see it. But I
Yeah.
can share it to you. I shared it to you.
Thank you, baby. I will be watching that. So adorable. I'd like to hear from you guys who are here about how your night is going and what you're up to. But I try to live stream every day. It's just some days it's more difficult, and so there are days here and there where I don't do a live, but I'll try to do an upload unless I'm like really feeling shitty. But my live streams are meant for me to talk with you guys like this, so that we can all be friends and have a nice, comforting, judgment-free, casual friend environment. And I greatly appreciate all of you guys for participating. Ooh, grilled chicken and donuts. Donuts sound pretty bomb right now. You're sat down. Oh, okay, so you're just chilling, having a good time. Nice. Well, you're welcome. I mean, my husband and I don't really have friends that we talk to. We haven't really kept in touch with anybody because everybody has kids now. And so you guys here have become real friends to us, and we feel supported and cared about. And that is priceless. And we're happy to return that favor if we're able to help you feel better with whatever it is you're going through, or someone you care about is going through. I could use some prayers now that I think about it. I have 2 cavities. I was told by my dentist the bottom farthest back tooth each side. Because of Medi-Cal, I don't have to pay for any of my visits, procedures, or medications. And I'm thankful for that, because we could not afford if we had to pay for them. But they are slow in getting you in to see specialists. And with dentistry, the way they have it, they only do one thing. One visit will be just to get x-rays. Another will be cleaning. If you get a cavity, that single cavity gets its own appointment. If you have 2, like I do, you gotta have 2 separate appointments. So, trying not to bite the hand that feeds. Just wish it would feed a little faster. Thug, I can understand that sentiment. I'm just thankful to have all you guys here.
Let me show you. It's a
Comedy
little stand-up.
sketch.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, when you are in a public bathroom, stay the fuck away from my urinal. See, the men are laughing because they know what urinal I'm talking about. The women are like, you have a urinal? Yes, I do. I have a urinal. And it required by law. There's always 2 or 3 urinals that are way up here, and there's always one that's way the fuck down there. That's my urinal. You do not use that urinal. That is reserved for me. That is reserved for your 5-year-old son, Zachary. And that is reserved for any man with a 2-foot dick. Okay? That is all. Now, in this airport bathroom, it's all open urinals. Guess which one urinal is being taken up? Mine, all right? And I just had this moment where I couldn't take it anymore. So I just looked at the dude, I was like, excuse me, sir! And he turned around, and this is exactly what he did. No exaggeration. He just turns around and goes, no fucking way. I'm not anymore. I'm not. And I see one of you tall fucks. And you are using my urinal. I will go full R. Kelly on your leg. I said, we want to take you on a Black Hawk helicopter. I'm like, yes. You don't understand who I am. The life I've
That's funny.
lived.
Oh. Just know that you don't want to have contact with your dad. He was never there growing up. He wants to reconnect. I'm on good terms with both of my parents, so I can't say from personal experience, but I know in general, if someone has abandoned you and you have to move on in life and they come back again once things are better with you, it's usually because they heard you're doing better now and they want to benefit off of new, more productive you. And so I completely understand not wanting to reconnect. I mean, a dad is supposed to be there for his kids. A mom is supposed to be there for her kids. And if you have kids and you're not there because you just don't want to be, then that's just the biggest shame to me. But if you want to give him a chance, you could start really slow. You could meet up together at a different place, you know, a neutral location, just so that he won't know your address, just at least until things are good again, if they become good again. But if you end up not reconnecting, I can't say that I would blame you. I'll be praying for you that you'll know what is best for you at this point in your life. I have great sympathy for people that are not on good terms with both of their parents, or they don't have both parents, because I get emotional and misty-eyed if I try to imagine life without my parents in it. So I can only assume that it's like 1,000 times worse if you've actually lost a parent. I'm a deeply emotional person, and I'm a sympathetic crier. If I see someone crying, I'm gonna cry too, because I feel sad for them.
Side note, if this was us shopping out and about, I'd be thinking, ooh, we just got a new addition to our family.
That's so cute.
He's just chilling on some onion. Oil.
Oh, I'd love to find a surprise little frog. That would be adorable.
His little hand.
Some lucky fuckers have found jumpers before.
I was so hoping he was a Lizzie at first.
Right. Still
A
adorable.
Glizzy. Y'all see about the Adventure Time Fortnite update? Hell yeah. Love you.
I love you more. Doug says, on a second note, we should download the Foot Locker and SNKRS apps to try and get the Kobe 8. What the? Retails for $180 and resells for almost $4? That would be a tremendous help. If the thing is, though, we don't have the 180. Like, we don't even have enough to go grab fast food. But we have food at home. Things could be a hell of a lot worse, and I'm thankful that it's not. But yeah, if we could flip some of the stuff we found, that would help. Like, I've mentioned the store Daily Deals. It's a store that buys returned Amazon items, and they resell it for a huge discount. And every day is different pricing, with the week starting on Friday. $12 for every item. You want that jar of makeup? $12. You want that huge ass kids playpen? $12. And then as each day goes by in the week, the price for everything drops by a couple of bucks. So by Wednesday, everything's $1. Well, unfortunately, there was an incident that caused a water pipe to burst, and it caused mold damage, and that location it's closed, condemned, inhabitable for people. And there's a second Daily Deals in our town, but it's on the other end, and we never gone there yet. Ooh, big guns. But at Daily Deals we found some really high-end expensive stuff, and we have been able to flip a few of them. It's just things that you buy expecting to resell sometimes don't end up reselling for no apparent reason. Yeah, Matt's been doing more workouts and eating more healthy foods when he does eat. And I'm trying to gain healthy weight.
Hopelessness.
The only ones that get to know what my naked body looks like is my mom, because she's my mom, and my husband, and my doctor. Thrift stores. Reselling used shoes. That could be good too. We love you too, Hopeless. I'm trying to start up doing basic stretching exercises, but I'm so inconsistent with it that every time I try to start up again, I am left in great muscle pain the next day. And I've repeatedly let that next day pain stop me from picking it up again, but I'm fighting to not do that this time around. And so I'm trying to build up some healthy muscle tone in my legs and my arms. But we've actually found some protein bars that were gluten-free that someone bought and returned for no apparent reason. And they were perfectly good. If you guys ever have a store that sells returned items, definitely check it out. Some of it's still in the packaging. I'd say go to a different church. And I would assume imagining a really old naked person
Hey, don't
would
get me all.
make it go away.
Don't get me bricked. You don't know me.
Matt does have an awesome mustache, that's for sure. So handsome. I've been married to this man for 7 years now, guys. And I've known him for a little over 8 years now. Okay, that's Tom Hanks. Think about old like Biden. Complete with the Depends diapers and the look of perpetual confusion and mutterings of ice cream and I don't know. You almost scammed yourself at Walmart. You were looking for a new pair of MMA gloves, and one pair was 30 to 35, the other was 10. Somebody switched out the more expensive with the cheaper one. Aw, that really sucks. That's a really shitty thing to do to other people. I would be upset if that happened to me. Hey Lena, thank you. I'm actually wearing a dress. It is a Dalek dress from Doctor Who. Although I can imagine people that don't know Doctor Who or Marvel all that well might think this is like an Iron Man dress or something. Either way, I like the way this dress feels.
Super cutie. Remember the ball bearing.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep doing that.
Well, I want you to be able to be seen on screen if they say anything
I'm
at you.
also chilling with this.
Okay. If you want, I can turn this fully back to me.
That's cool.
Okay. I'll leave it. Babe, why don't you tell Hopeless what you told Lorenzo when you first met me? Hopeless's question. I think you should be the one to answer.
Well, considering there's only how many? 5 people in here. Okay, well, when I first saw her, I would say starstruck because you were kind of famous already. But I told my best friend at the time in a singy voice, I'm a fuck a hobbit. I'm a fuck a hobbit. It took years to wear her down, but I got her.
I'm shocked we haven't gotten any orders. I really thought we would by now. I think checking each package for any signs of it being resealed would be a good way to avoid the old switcheroni.
Nah, dude. It was asking for me to beat it up when I saw her. Like, dang, dude, she's pretty. You should simp for her. Dog, you should goon and edge to her. Why not? They know our financial struggles. They know everything about us already. Well, just about everything. Oh, you're trying to hold it. My bad. Stay strong, my gooners. My gooner friends. Perhaps. Perhaps I was simping in chat.
Old me would have been offended, but I appreciate the fact that that is a compliment. I've been working to get a healthy sense of self-confidence back, because having a back that's as malformed as mine, it's led me to feel a little bit like Quasimodo, and I'm getting my confidence back though, and I appreciate the kind words.
Level 25, fam, I prestiged. Haha. I'm a nerd.
You're my nerd.
Ah, geez, there you go. You know.
What time is it now? 7:45. Been live for an hour and 27 minutes. Have you guys seen us get an order in that entire time? That's how dead it is right now. But we're not done with our shifts, so
Maury.
we're trying not to give up. Neverwinter. Oh, I never heard of that game.
Morty.
I'm trying to picture Legolas and Thranduil smoking the ganj. It's a funny mental image. My tism shines
Yeah, and I'm offering
a
her.
bit more here and there.
Yeah, I'm at work offering her a big old bag of weed for services. I'm all like, you want this, right? Come to Butthead.
If you guys have PS4, I recommend Until Dawn. It's a really good video game if you want to be on the edge of your seat. It's a choices-based game, and basically there's Wendigo spirits in the mountain that this cabin is on.
There's a few stories going on in
Yeah.
the background. Really quick, can you decipher what MMORPG stands for? It's all acronyms.
Well, I know RPG is roleplay game.
Yes.
I don't know what MMO means.
Mass multiplayer online role-playing
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
game.
But with Until Dawn, there's 6 characters, and you can play to try and keep all 6 characters alive at the end of the game, or you could just try to kill them all before the end of the game. It really depends on how you want to approach it, but every choice you make affects the outcome and the options that you'll be given after. And the Wendigo story is very spooky. If you like being scared, definitely play it at night with no other light sources, just a TV screen. It'll be very spooky. Oh, I used to play RuneScape. I used to play RuneScape for a little while too. It was in my school days. College, I think. A friend told me about it, and so I gave it a go. I was having fun with it, but then excitedly telling my mom about this new game led to her criticizing the game. Specifically the part where burying bones counts as religion points or faith points or something like that. She didn't like that, so I wasn't allowed to play that whole game ever again. But now that I am 34, I'm learning to do what I want. a little easier. Red roulette. I don't know what that is.
Probably in a RuneScape game.
Ah. Well, I guess most of the people are out here to eat their orders here. I'm not getting any DoorDash orders.
What do you call a botched circumcision?
I don't know.
A ripoff.
Oh no. It's horrible. Remote access Trojan. Oh, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, as much as I did enjoy White Claws, I'm on prescriptions that don't mix well with alcohol. I tried mixing it a couple of times just to see if I would get the side effects. I did. So I can't drink right now, but I can definitely smoke as much as I need. I'm gonna deal with leprosy. That's funny. Well, hopeless, that would take a lot of White Claw. Oh, you're not in it. He said... Look.
Huh.
Hello there.
Doug, White Claw, you know, a funny thing is, I used to actually really like White Claw before I stopped drinking. And before you say you want to ask me to drink, although $1,000 sounds great, I mean, I probably would do it at this point, because money is money. I'm 104 or 5 days sober. But honestly, I can do that. I can literally pound a case of White Claws. Annie's seen it. Honestly, my tolerance of everything is so high. White Claws don't get me drunk whatsoever. I can drink not a big bottle, but what would you say the bottle of like Jack that I had? Remember the whiskey I had that one time?
Oh, Oakhart?
Yeah, I drank half a bottle of Oakhart, and like probably like a quarter of a liter, or maybe almost a third of a liter. I was drunk for 40 minutes. That's it.
Yeah. So he's got a high tolerance for things.
To finish a 12 pack in 10 minutes. I'd be burping like crazy, but yeah, I can do that.
We're doing alright. We're physically, mentally, and emotionally doing okay. Been sitting in the car all day waiting for DoorDash orders to deliver, but we aren't receiving any in our system. So we're just sitting here stuck waiting. Can't go anywhere else because we might get an order once we get in the middle of something. It's happened before. So we are literally just stuck here waiting for work, trying not to go fully insane. And chatting with you nice people is helping us not completely lose it. $100 just to pick up, and $200 if you can finish it all in 12 minutes. He's offering. He says
I can't do it on. I can't stream it on TikTok because that's what I primarily use, and I don't know how YouTube feels about. I mean, they don't care that you're smoking on stream, so I don't know what they think about
There's a couple of cute kids right outside this pizza place we're parked at. It's adorable.
For $300? Well, you've been here for a fat while, so I'm not trying to say you're gonna scam us. It's just we've had so many people, not just on here, but on so many people say, "Oh, I'll pay you after. I'll pay you after." It's just so sad seeing how many people say that. And they never hold their end of the bargain. But honestly,
if you pay us
at
beforehand, I would be willing to smoke this until I start slurring my speech.
until you start saying slurs? Okay.
You have to do it in your trailer and you have to yell, "Yeah, buddy."
Yeah, buddy. Well, our trailer's a mess. We can't
Yeah.
even sit in there right now. Again, we're using it as storage, so there's not even anywhere to sit.
We have to push a bunch of our shit aside just to walk through the trailer.
We might be able to
It's
do
like
it
a
out.
tornado
We
went
might
through
be able
there.
to do it out front of the house.
True. We could. 100 before 200 if you complete. 12 cans, 12 minutes. Well, that 100 would for sure cover the cost of the White Claws. It just wouldn't leave a whole lot behind. You alright, baby? Stretching hurt?
My elbow being a little messy and fucky.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, thing popped.
And that makes it funnier. Then your trailer will smell like White Claws Trailer Park Boys.
Nah, if you want Trailer Park Boy smell, it would be Bud Light or something, some cheap drink, like Hurricanes or something. Four Locos. What's another cheap one? Butt Wiper. Oh, Budweiser, sorry.
That's funny. But for real, I would be willing to hit this and cough like crazy if I was sponsored to do it. It's like a challenge. Otherwise, I only smoke until I don't feel pain. I have to smoke a decent amount to full on feel high. And it makes it a little tricky, but I'm thankful to have all the good things. And I'm thankful that weed doesn't give me any intolerable side effects. Other pain treatments like opiates, other narcotic type of pain meds, they just make me feel restless, anxious, and upset stomach. And cannabis helps calm my stomach whenever it's upset. And it does slow my thinking and speaking, but I'm getting better at maintaining the same rate of speech. And so if I start talking a bit slow, it's because I'm feeling the medicine a bit more. But I'm laying it. I'm keeping it in a sweet spot. Like on a 0 to 10 scale of being high, 0 meaning stone sober as a judge, and a 10 being you're Snoop Dogg or Cheech and Chong. I like to make sure that I stay around 4 during the day. That way, pain doesn't leave me completely crippled like it would otherwise, but I can still be coherent enough to be helpful. And now it shows no viewers. Odd. I'm almost wondering if they paused us without telling us. It shouldn't be this dead on a Friday night.
Well, it just ended 1 minute ago. We were live till 8.
Okay.
It's now 8:01.
Well, since our shift is over, we're gonna be going home real soon. I'm gonna stay live just long enough to show off our boy for a bit. Sisu, the leopard gecko. And then I'm gonna be calling it a day. I'm still dealing with really bad chronic fatigue. And I'm doing what I can though.
I love you.
I love you more.
We'll go home in a bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't want to stay parked here any longer. Alright, since you will be driving, this will be focused on me. And we're making our way home.
What's the wildest thing you ever done on an edible? I fell in the shower and tried to grab the water.
That's hilarious. I love that. That's hilarious.
Never heard that one before.
I never have either. That's creative.
I tried to grab the water. Speaking of water, I might have to leak some water pretty soon. I know I can grab it over here tonight. Okay. Can you guess what was going through my mind as I said that just now?
Smeagol. Nope. No.
Stitch.
Oh.
Talk! I know you can. Okay. Ah!
Forgot that.
They're making a live action of it. And the girl's actually more PR trained than retard Zelgler.
That's good.
Zegler, whatever you say, whatever friggin' name is.
They really did themselves harm by sticking with her as long as they did.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Wow, that moon looks like it's projected. Like it's a perfect full moon right now. And the lighting is just way too perfect. It looks fake. would try to show you guys the moon on camera, but the moon never shows up well on camera or anything, it seems.
Wow. Wow. Can you see that Owen Wilson fella? Wow. He makes me want to go, wow. Hey, better. You need to go. Wow. Since I gave my bag away, I want to go to the dollar store and get some chips.
Okay.
And my fasting was some hot taters. I'm surprised no one's talking anymore.
There's only 2 others here. I appreciate your presence.
Yeah, I most likely was the other. Because I kept seeing one in chat, even when it was showing like 1, 2, or 3. Even like 4 or 5. It was weird because I kept seeing like 1.
Yeah.
Now there's no one. I would say you can end your stream here. You don't even have to say bye now.
True.
Deuces.
Ending the stream now. Be good to yourselves and each other.
Dick dive, say lives.